Conclusion: Listening with Your Eyes, The Lessons of Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, presenter Caitlin Williams. Food for thought. Before the presentation begins, think about this. A patient comes into a doctor's office for an appointment. She's overweight, in her late 50s, and is complaining about pain. She talks about such intense pain that causes her not to want to get out of bed and not be able to do anything because of the pain. What do you think of this patient? Blink, Listening with Your Eyes, is about how we all make snap judgments on everyone. The conclusion talks about music and how it progressed over the years with accepting women in orchestras. In a blink of an eye, the judges were able to tell if a performer was good enough or not because of the way a performer dressed. The judges even judged if a woman was playing an instrument that was meant for a man, or even the fact that a performer was a woman. There is no way that your eyes don't affect your judgment. Music is supposed to be all about the sound. Around 1980s, women were seen playing certain instruments like the violin because it looked like a feminine instrument. Other instruments were seen as masculine, like trumpets. This caused orchestras to contain mostly men. Musical auditions were performed behind screens. This helped with preventing some discrimination. If judges heard the sound of a heel, the presenter would get a new number and present later. Without the screen, performers could present themselves a certain way. This helped the performer score better. For example, looking confident can trick the judge thinking the performer is right for the job. It also helped with preventing women being able to play in the orchestra. With the screen, more women were accepted into the orchestra than without. Application to HR. HR is about making sure the employees are working well together, like a well-oiled machine. Judgments come from anything and can disrupt the environment. Race, gender, pay difference, sometimes even religion. Something that could help is online application from discriminating against anyone. Just like a screen, an audition to get into an orchestra, online application can help against discrimination for a job. With the online application, the computer weeds out those who are qualified for the job and those who are not. Then it comes down to the hiring manager. They go through the applications and set up interviews. Though the process isn't perfect because the hiring manager could discriminate against people once the interviewee goes to the interview. Application to healthcare. Judgments happen everywhere. That includes inside hospitals. Doctors or nurses make snap judgments about homeless people that are in the ER or assume someone is addicted to drugs because they might look it. Doctors and nurses make snap judgments about new doctors and nurses. If someone doesn't know their way around, they could think they're incompetent, or if they do something different, then obviously it's not the way that they do it, and it can cause some friction. It could also make working together very difficult. Doctors and nurses make snap judgments all the time, and that is good for their job when they need to make a quick decision about something medical, but it's not easy just turning it off when they see a patient that make a judgment about them and if they see the patient a lot. I had an experience about this. I was in a car accident. Though I walked away from it, I had constant neck pain. I had x-rays done and they came out clear. I went to my doctor every 3 months to complain about my neck pain to see if there was anything I could do about it, and he didn't recommend anything and soon started to dismiss me about it. I soon got a new doctor and brought it up with him. He looked at my x-rays that was taken a couple of days after my accident and told me I had whiplash and that I should go to physical therapy. My first doctor made a snap judgment of me, of being young, not knowing you know, what's right for me, that maybe I was making up the pain, and possibly because I'm a woman. My second doctor took a snap judgment of me seeing that I was in pain and looked into it for me. Both are snap judgments, but it doesn't necessarily mean all snap judgments are good or bad. When Malcolm Gladwell says they, he means cops. This is part of a 40-minute video. Malcolm does drop the F-bomb, so be warned. What was your snap judgment? The patient has no thyroid, was taken out due to cancer, and has fibromyalgia. Was that your snap judgment? The end.